Ang ating panauhin ngayong gabi ay kaiba-iba. Si Michael Schellenberger is a nuclear advocate, an environmental advocate. Dala-dala niya isang karta para kay President Duterte na sinasabi kay President Duterte, pwede ba, President, can you please go nuclear? Good evening, Mr. Schellenberger.
Thanks for having me.
Have you seen the President?
We did not meet the President yet, so I hope one day to come back to the Philippines so we can have those meetings.
What do you expect to achieve?
We wrote an open letter to President Duterte asking him to give nuclear a chance. Many famous scientists, the top climate scientists, conservation scientists, Pulitzer Prize, Nobel Prize winners have signed this letter. And what we're hoping is just for the President, and we also sent a letter to every senator and every member of Congress urging them to just take a second look at nuclear. And we wrote, there's references and footnotes for the facts in our letter where we describe these challenges. We care about the Philippines. We also care about the whole planet, because when air pollution goes into the environment, it affects all of us.
Do you think that Bataan Nuclear Plant is rehabilitatable?
Yeah, I mean, look, you already built it. It's already there. So
and
the
it's
Koreans,
been maintained all these years.
That's right, it's been maintained. The Koreans came and they did a study, and they said, how much would it cost to get it up and running again? About $1 billion. Well, think about this. If you got Bataan up and running again, you would spend $350 to $400 million less per year. So it would pay for itself within 2 to 3 years. And people right away would start enjoying lower cost of electricity.
Dito sa barangay Nagbalayong sa Morong, Bataan, nakatayo itong Bataan Nuclear Power Plant. Pinag-iisipan kung bubuksan itong power plant para pagkunan ng enerhiyang gagamitin bilang kuryente ng Pilipinas. Mahigit 3 dekada nang nakatiwangwang ang Bataan Nuclear Power Plant o BNPP sa Morong, Bataan. Mahigit $2 bilyong ang ginastos para maipatayo ito. Ayon sa National Computer Center, overpriced ng halos $75 milyong ang nuclear reactor ng BNPP na gawa ng Westinghouse kumpara sa mga kapareho nitong reactor na kasabay itinayo sa Yugoslavia, South Korea at Taiwan. Base sa mga report, hindi umano dumaan sa tamang proseso ng bidding ang Westinghouse Electric na contractor ng BNPP. Maanomalya rin umano ang pagpili ng kumpanya kay Herminio Dicini, kilalang crony ni dating Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos bilang kanilang sales agent. Ang mungkahi ng Westinghouse, magtayo ng 2 nuclear reactor na nagkakahalaga ng $500 milyong. Pero nang mapirmahan ang kontrata, tumaas ang halaga ng isang nuclear reactor sa $1.1 billion. Noong 2007, matapos ang 32 taon, tsaka lang tayo natapos sa pagbabayad sa mahigit $1 bilyong na utang dahil sa BNPP. Itong nakikita nyo ngayon ang reactor at mula dito sa sahig niya ay may lalim pa itong 30 feet kung saan naroon yung fuel na nagpapainit para naman magpakulo dito sa 2 steam generators na aking nasa likuran para mapagana ang mga turbina nitong Bataan Nuclear Power Plant. Dito sa mga turbina pumapasok ang steam. Sa lakas ng steam, napapaikot nito ang mga turbina na nagpapaandar naman sa generator. Sa lakas ng steam, hanggang 620 megawatts na kuryente ang nalilikha nito. Sakaling maging operational itong Bataan Nuclear Power Plant, dito sa spent fuel pool ilalagay yung mga nuclear wastes. Pero hindi naman dito iimbak lahat ng mga waste na yon dahil maaari silang ilagay sa dry casks.
The latest, that's what I wanted, was the contained or saradong-sarado daw kasi itong power plant. Kaya naman hindi kinalawang yung mga nasa loob na equipment nito.
Noong 2016, isinulong ng Department of Energy o DOE ang rehabilitasyon ng planta.
Makatutulong daw ang nuclear power sa inaasahang paglobo ng demand sa kuryente.
Demand for electricity is expected to grow by an average of 5% per year until 2030, or around 126 terawatt-hour from the 2015 level of 82 terawatt-hour. This is the most pressing concern for the country.
Isa sa mga dahilan kung bakit hindi itinuloy ang operasyon ng BNPP ay dahil sa takot na magaya ang Pilipinas sa Chernobyl Nuclear Power Plant accident sa Russia noong 1986.
32 ang nasawi dahil sa radiation burns, dulot ng pagsabog at pagkasunog sa Chernobyl Power Plant sa Ukraine. Mahigit 50 tonelada ng radioactive material ang kumalat sa hangin na mapanganib para sa kalusugan ng mga tao.
In fact, mas mataas pa ang likeliness na magkaroon ng disaster sa Pilipinas. So I can say na ang BNPP ay at risk sa mga hazards na dala ng ating bansa.
Gate ni Michael Schellenberger, mali raw ang impormasyong alam natin tungkol sa nangyari sa Chernobyl Nuclear Power Plant. Noong 2009, lumusot sa House Committee on Energy ang panukalang batas para sa rehabilitasyon ng BNPP. Pero naudot ito matapos tamaan ng tsunami ang nuclear reactor sa Fukushima, Japan noong 2011.
Why did everybody get scared in Fukushima? Is it misinformation or was it disinformation? What was it?
It's definitely, 50 years of misinformation for sure. And then you have to remember that there had just been an earthquake and a tsunami that killed 15,000 people. So the Japanese were just traumatized by it. They were scared, and they didn't understand what nuclear energy was, even though they had a lot of it. And so they panicked, and they were pulling people out of nursing homes, hospitals. It was an overreaction. I mean, I think we all have the experience of when you're around people that are really afraid. It makes you afraid.
It was a panic attack.
It was a panic attack. And so they ended up killing a bunch of people in the panic. Okay. So that's why now scientists say if there's ever an accident, don't evacuate. Just stay in place, and if there's a little bit of air pollution that goes by, that's okay. Just the worst thing that would happen would be panicking.
A lot of people say you should not operate that plant because it is, near some fault or another volcanic fault, and that when there is an eruption, the nuclear plant is likely to have a meltdown. Right? Okay. What do you say about that?
So Bataan is not over an earthquake fault. So we know that because the government's done very good studies. And in fact, we met with one of the top geologists a couple of days ago who talked to us about his research. I think the other thing to remember is that we all live around faults. I live in California, and there's a fault that runs right through my house. So, we live in a volcanic area. Yeah. So I think people say there's a fault. There's faults all over the place.
But the Bataan Nuclear Plant is not near a fault and is safe that way.
Yeah.
What about the danger of the tsunami?
No, because the Bataan plant is built up much higher than that plant in Fukushima, Japan. So there's no chance that it would be hit by a tsunami. And even if it were hit by a tsunami, there's no reason that it would need to have an accident. What happened after Fukushima is that we learned from it. So we've put backup generators in special places so that you can power the plant even if it loses access to electricity. So we've learned an enormous amount from that. I mean, people always think these accidents are terrible, and they are. We don't want accidents to occur, but what's more important is to learn from them. And that's what the nuclear plants all over the world have done.